What up, everyone? I want to address the protests in Washington, D.C. that have occurred because of the inauguration of President Donald Trump. Now, the reason I want to address this is I am fed up of people falling for political traps. I've seen it happen several times already. If you watch my videos about the oil field protests, I've described how both sides of that debate fell for the traps laid. Now, the anti-Trump crowd are falling for a trap of their own. Now, I understand why people would be against the guy. If you look at the American election from the primaries all the way to election day, Donald Trump has said some horrendous things. And I'm not talking about any of the times where he swore in a speech, or what he said about that one reporter, or what he said about women. I'm not discounting that some of those comments were bad. All I'm saying is he has said far worse that didn't get nearly enough coverage. Things that should have been incredible red flags that people should have been asking, how is this guy still in the race? Proposing ideas like this. So, I'll get more into those things later. I get why you'd be angry at the guy. However, rioting in the streets and destroying private and public property, how does that help your case? How does that make you look like anything but sore losers who are throwing a hissy fit because they can't get their way? Me personally, on Facebook, I'm tired of seeing the memes that shows things like an empty street and says the amount of conservatives that protested Obama's inauguration. I'm tired of this. This is why I'm so turned off politics. But regardless, you're playing right into their hands. The right wing, for a while now, has been trying to push this narrative that no, the left wing is violent. No, it's the left wing. And now, you fell right into their trap. Doing these riots and causing the public damage you are is giving them the boogeyman and justifying everything they ever said. Do you people not see this? Do you not understand? Why would you be trying to make sure to give credence to the opinions of the person you think is an idiot? If all you did was actually march and chant and scream and not actually disrupt anything, not damage any property, you'd be getting a whole lot more credit, and maybe people would be a lot more sympathetic to your cause. Smarten the hell up. Now, going back to Facebook comments about protesting and all that, and the right wing trying to say, no, the left wing is violent. All I will say to address this, because I feel I need to get this off my chest. How many stories where it was verified by video where people got assaulted at Trump rallies? Those cases are out there. I don't want to blame the people that are against him, because the violence has followed that campaign since the beginning. But people need to smarten up. Don't give him ammunition to use against you. Now, again, I get it. He said some ridiculous things. I know. I heard him say things like, we need to go after the families of ISIS. That they need to bring back torture and do far worse than waterboarding. I heard him say those things on TV. That got no coverage. When he would say things like fuck, shit, or pussy, that would get coverage for days. But when he says his policy could possibly be go after civilians in the Middle East, crickets. I get why you're angry, but you gotta be smart against this guy. Smarten up. Grow up. Don't play into his hands, which is exactly what you're doing. Hillary Clinton is quiet on this, as far as I've heard. But she's been quiet ever since she lost. The only one that has actually spoken out and actually spoken properly is probably the guy that would have beat Trump in an election, is Bernie Sanders. Where he actually said we should support Trump when he has good ideas and oppose him when he has bad ideas that will hurt the American people. That's what we should be living by. That's acting like a grown-up. If this would have been a regular election year with regular candidates, we wouldn't have this mess. Which is why I actually blame Trump himself. The minute he entered the race and got as far as he did is when the circus began. That's why I think he's the head of the snake. And these protests are just one of the many symptoms his presidency is going to cause. However, he won the election. President Trump is a reality. A lot of us warned everybody that you have to take him seriously. And not a lot of people listened, so. Whether you like it or not, he's your president. And there's nothing more to say other than smarten the fuck up. And fight smarter, not dumber. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have a strong opinion on this matter, leave a comment. Or consider subscribing. Share the video. And overall, have a good day. And I will see you next time.